You are listening to the Certified Personal Trainer Podcast, a show by personal trainers for personal trainers. It's time to become a better trainer, get more clients, and change more lives. And now, here's your host, the head coach and founder of Fitness Mentors, Eddie Lester.
Hey guys, welcome to Fitness Mentors Certified Personal Trainer Podcast. I'm your host, Eddie Lester, and I have a very exciting episode for you today. We are going to be going over the survey results from a survey we took of over 400 fitness professionals on basically the best things in fitness as well as personal training as we lead into 2022. And what all these personal trainers thought were the best across all elements like workout equipment, weight loss techniques, fitness and nutrition apps and tracking apps, running apps, certifications. We got a ton of great questions that went into this survey and got over 400 responses from personal trainers that will really help you to understand a little bit more about how you can add unique things to your business that can assist your clients, as well as just look towards growing your business in unique ways. So let's go ahead and jump right in to the survey questions. Basically, when we think of the future of this industry, we have to understand that the fitness industry is growing at about a rate of 8.5%, actually 8.7%, per year, with the demand for personal trainers expected to grow by about 13% between now into 2028. So as far as the industry goes, we know it's growing. And with that comes growth in technology, comes growth in access to people, comes unique ways to train people. So the first personal trainer, we'll say, item or question that we asked was, how or where are personal trainers getting most of their clients? And this was actually a very unique response from our, we'll say, personal trainers out there, because we were kind of expecting, a lot of different avenues for getting clients. But the number one way that personal trainers got their clients was through word of mouth referrals. Now, we know absolutely that word of mouth referrals are some of the most important items, because people have trained with you, and then those people say, hey, I love my trainer, and they go tell people about it. So this is a great way for you as a personal trainer to think of, do you need more clients right now? Ask your clients that you currently have to put out the word that you have some availability, or to refer them some people that they might feel would be interested in personal training. That way is, according to all of these 400 trainers, over 50% said that is the best way to get clients. Then on top of that was social media. So 50% said word of mouth, and then 30% said social media. And of the social media that we pulled later down in the survey, there was 42% of trainers said that Instagram was the best form of social media to get clients with. So great insight there into, if you're looking to get clients right now, what should you be doing? So these are all experienced expert trainers that have gone through Fitness Mentors programs to some degree. And where are they seeing the most value as far as getting clients? It's word of mouth and then social media. About 80% of clients that they get are either through word of mouth or social media. So hitting those two items is going to be very important if you're looking to add clients to your business. And then Instagram being that best form of social media, but really just do whichever social media you feel you have the best, we'll say, traction with or content for. We get into a lot of social media marketing, social media, we'll say, client acquisition in our certified online personal trainer course, as well as in our CPT certified personal trainer course as well. So if you're really looking to make that edge, or maybe jump into more of a virtual style training or hybrid training approach, that would be a great course for you guys to check out, as it helps a ton of people really get going in their online virtual business, which then leads to more financial freedom, more personal freedom, and a lot of great stuff there. So, all right, what is the next question we went over in our survey? The next, we'll say, section was all about fitness apps, software that our personal trainers use, and then technology that they used as well. So with that, what was the best client management software? That was something that we asked, like if you're a personal trainer and you're managing all your clients, whether it be their programs or the sales process for future clients, things like that. What did people feel was the best client management software? So they weren't, we'll say, totally unanimous as far as the results, but 31% of trainers said that Trainerize or Trainerize.com is the best software to train clients with. And then beyond that, there was MindBody at about 15% of trainers said that. And then about 13% said PT Distinction was great as well. So that was about 60 or so percent of trainers saying that they used Trainerize, MindBody, or PT Distinction. So those three are some of the better softwares. If you're looking to add a software to your business as you grow, and me here at Fitness Mentors, or we really recommend that you wait until you have about 5 to 10 clients before you start to think about software virtually. Or even hybrid. You want to wait till you have that amount of clients so that the software isn't a burden as far as to growing your business financially. Yes, about 5 to 10 clients, you're virtually or hybrid, you're looking to manage them in a system or deliver programs online. Trainerize was number 1, followed by MindBody and PT Distinction. So definitely check those out if that's something that you're looking to add. All right, the next one is going to be the best nutrition app. So what was the best nutrition tracking app? And basically where are, we'll say, trainers sending their clients to input all their nutrition data for tracking? That's kind of like what we're thinking of here. And when we think of the best nutrition tracking app, almost 80% of trainers out there chose MyFitnessPal. So if you aren't using MyFitnessPal right now, it's basically a way that you are able to input, we'll say, a client profile, and your clients upload all of their nutrition information to that app, and then you're easily able to access all of that information on a daily basis, weekly basis, to see how their nutrition is going or how their eating is going. And that's a great, we'll say, accountability tool for your clients and for you to use to ensure that your clients are thinking about eating well to achieve their health and fitness goals. So, beyond that, there really wasn't a ton of consistency around other nutrition tracking apps. So, according to our expert trainers, about 80% used MyFitnessPal. Definitely check that out. You can download that in the App Store, Apple Play or Google Play Store. And those are really going to change the way that you hold your clients accountable for their nutrition. All right, next question was around the best walking and running apps. So what is used to track your runs around town? Or how can you track your mileage or distance ran or elevation ran relative on a hike or something like that? So these were actually pretty spread out and pretty even, but the best walking and running apps were 28% of people chose Strava, Strava, and then 26% of people chose Nike Plus, or the Nike running app. And then you had about... the Map My Run came in at 28%, Strava came in at 26%, and then Nike came in at about 21%. So the best one, according to our experts, was Map My Run. Probably an easy app that you can just download, and it'll track as you go. Use your phone in an armband, put it in your pocket, and that will track all your mileage. I think even elevation and flights of stairs climbed, different things like that. And that's really going to... for those of you that have clients that choose to run via cardio, you can track those runs in those apps and check out all their data to make sure that they're getting their running and or walking in. So some great apps there. Once again, Map My Run, Strava, and Nike Plus were pretty equal there as far as what our trainers thought were the best for tracking your runs and walks. All right, next is going to be the best fitness training apps. So when we think about training, this is like, what apps are people opening to do a workout in? And this is just basic apps that you can use through your phone and that actually have workout programs in them. So us as personal trainers, let's say we can't get with a client to some degree, you can recommend, we'll say, a quick workout through one of these apps, or send them your workouts and be a virtual online trainer, as that is probably the best way for you to monetize your business. But what are the apps that our trainers are using maybe for themselves to enjoy a workout or get a quick workout in? The best fitness training apps. So this is once again virtual classes and training session apps. About 20% of the trainers chose Nike Training, so the workouts on the Nike Training app. And then about 18% chose Beachbody. And those were really kind of the top two. And then Peloton came in at about 12 to 13% as well. So, a lot of different training apps out there. The primary one that was chosen was the Nike Training app, followed by Beachbody, followed by Peloton in that degree. So I'm a big Peloton fan. When I think of getting a quick cardio in, I use my wife's Peloton. I got it for her for Christmas about 2 years ago, and I end up using it more. But I love that for a great quick cardio. If my other forms of cardio are not available, I surf and golf, and those are my main forms of cardio. But if I'm not golfing or surfing and I want to get a quick 20-30 minute bike in, an amazing, we'll say, app to use to do that, and I'm able to kind of beat my previous goals or my previous output. So that's something that really challenges me to get better cardio wise. So really enjoyed the Peloton. Haven't used the other two, but our trainers utilize those the most. All right, so then what is the best wearable fitness tracker? This is a cool one because what are our trainers telling their clients to get as far as fitness trackers to ensure that they're always on, we'll say, pace to complete a good workout, or check their heart rate and monitor heart rate through workouts, plan their cardio sessions, monitor their sleep, things like that. So what is the best wearable fitness tracker? About 45% of personal trainers answered that the Apple Watch was their favorite fitness tracker. Apple Watch is probably one of the more commonly used, we'll say, fitness trackers because it is a watch that is also a fitness tracker. There are some other types of fitness trackers that are not, we'll say, as popular in the market. So I don't necessarily think that Apple Watch might be the end-all be-all of fitness trackers, but it is the one that is most used by our trainers and their clients. That does allow you to track a lot of great things around cardio, heart rate. I think they even have blood oxygen level now, so it'll help you track some sleep on that, and that's going to be a great item to ensure that your clients are living a healthy lifestyle, achieving their behavioral goals and things like that. And then following the Apple Watch, about 20% of people chose the Garmin, we'll say, watch, or the Garmin fitness tracker, and then 13% selected Fitbit, and then 10% used Samsung products, like the Samsung watch in that sense. We didn't include it in the survey, and it wasn't brought up too many times, but I'm a huge fan of Whoop, WHOOP, as a fitness tracker. It's not a watch, it's just a band that you wear, but it has some really, really good data around sleep and heart rate variability, which is something that I use in my training to ensure that I'm recovering effectively. And then also, heart rate. It's also very waterproof, and it's really a sleek design. So that's something that I use as Whoop. And with my clients, I actually encourage that they get Whoops because we have a team set up that I can watch all of the activities in sleep, heart rate variability, even total hours of sleep, all their cardio. They track their strength workouts or utilize or can, we'll say, log their strength workouts through the Whoop app as well. And that's something that's really helpful for me as a personal trainer to see all of it, because I can organize it into a category in which I see all of their workouts and just click on them. Looks like they're doing what they're doing. They missed a workout, I know it. If they didn't get cardio in that week, I know it. If they slept like crap that week or ate like crap, it typically shows up. So wearable fitness trackers, a lot of great ones out there. Apple Watch is number one, followed by Garmin, and then you got your Fitbit, and then the Samsung products as well. All right, so next we have basically personal training workouts. So what are the workouts that personal trainers felt were most effective to achieve a specific goal? So the first goal, or the best workout for weight loss that our trainers chose, was the majority, about 51% said interval training is going to be the best for weight loss. So most likely this is referencing cardio interval training, and probably mixing in some strength circuit training in there as well is most likely what they're referring to, in the sense of go hard for a minute, take a minute rest, or go hard for 30 seconds, take a minute off, or go hard for a minute and take 30 seconds of rest. Typically with some strength training, or you'll say cardio strength training, or interval circuit strength training, and or cardio as well. So go hard as you can for a minute on the pellet or on the bike, and then take a minute off. Go sprint on the treadmill for 1 minute, and then take a minute off. That's what interval training is. Peaks and valleys. High intensity interval training is basically what they're referring to. So 51% of trainers chose that as the best workouts for weight loss. And then 13% of people said CrossFit style workouts, which is actually more or less interval training as well. But it's more with Olympic lifts, traditional lifts for time, and basically pushing your body as far as you can in that sense. And then about 8 to 9% of people said basic running cardio. So just running, going on jogs, going on, we'll say, longer 5Ks, 3Ks, 10Ks, whatever it may be, and running is the best for weight loss. Obviously, lots of things can contribute to great weight loss. All of those are great options, and there's other options out there as well, but that's what our trainers chose as kind of the best, is that high intensity interval training, or just interval training with cardio as well as weights or resistance training. All right, next is the best cardio equipment. So what is the best piece of equipment for just general fitness as well as weight loss? So the best cardio equipment was 32% of our trainers chose the row machine as the best for, we'll say, a great cardio workout. That is followed by 24% of trainers said that the treadmill was best. And then ellipticals and steppers, or the stair machine, tied at about 15% there too. So from our expert trainers, they chose the rowing machine as the best cardio piece of equipment. It gets a lot of great lower body action in there, gets some great upper body action. So you're working both upper body and lower body at the same time. It's also a pulling motion, which helps, especially nowadays when everyone's working on a computer and kind of hunched forward in that sense. Row machines will help you to open that up and also strengthen some of those back muscles and pulling muscles of the body. So if you're looking to add a piece of cardio equipment, or tell your clients to get anything specific, the row machine would be a great idea for that, and is most recommended by our trainers, our expert trainers. All right, so what is the best fitness brand of equipment? So what is the best equipment brand for in-home training? According to our trainers, about 37% chose Peloton. And I agree, it's a great, we'll say, easy to use piece of equipment, depending on if you get the treadmill or the bike or the accessories with that. They have a great setup and a great easy to follow workouts through their app, through their screen on the piece of equipment that you're using. And that is great. And then about 24 or 25% chose Total Gym as the second best home fitness equipment brand. If you guys are looking at adding a piece of equipment to your home gym or to recommending for your clients, Peloton, Total Gym are kind of those top two. All right, so what about transportable strength training equipment? So what pieces of equipment are best for transporting easily and for working out with your clients? So these are most likely people that train or go to people's houses to train. So private trainers, which a lot of what we recommend, trainers eventually moving towards, is creating your own private training business. That includes some virtual, maybe in-home, and or hybrid model, as that's kind of typically going to be where the future is for training, as well as it's typically the most lucrative. And we can show you how to build those types of businesses in our certification courses, like our certified online personal trainer course. But what is the best transportable strength training pieces of equipment? About 47% of our trainers chose resistance bands as easy to transport and easy to use and implement with their clients. And then about 28% chose dumbbells. And typically when we think about transportable fitness equipment, bringing a whole rack of dumbbells is not going to be possible for you to get around. So most likely when we think of dumbbells as transportable fitness equipment, it's either a set of 2 or 3 dumbbells or something like the Bowflex dial adjustable dumbbells. And there's a ton of adjustable dumbbells out there. That's probably one of the ones that I would choose as some of the best transportable pieces of equipment. Stability balls, I love, very easy to use. TRX, that's one of my favorites as well. But our experts chose resistance bands as well as dumbbells as being those top 2 options. All right, next is workout delivery. So what is the best method of workout delivery? And this was a really fun one. So out of all the trainers, what are people doing the most? Okay, so out of 400 trainers, about 60% of people said that the best workout delivery method is the hybrid of in-person training and online training. And this makes a lot of sense based on what happened with COVID, as well as where the convenience parts of people's lives are now coming. Driving to and from a gym takes time, it's not as convenient. While that is still a very, very popular form of personal training, our trainers chose, and most trainers are choosing now, to create a business that is in person and online. And an example of that would be to work with a client 1 day a week in the gym, and then the rest of the week they complete their workouts on their own, but you program them those workouts and then hold them accountable to doing those. That's great because it's relatively cheap for the client, and also we'll say allows trainers to add more clients or train more people and have a larger impact on more people are in their communities. So very helpful there. And then about 33% of people of our trainers said that in-person workouts were the best. Obviously, we know that in-person workouts are very effective. It's where personal training come from. It's very personal. It's a very personal touch, and they're getting exactly all the workouts in because you're with them. That's never going to go away. It's always, people love that in-person coaching. But as far as building a business around that, you're limited to 40 hours a week, probably. I mean, if you want to burn yourself out, you can go up to about 50. And then you're also limited on total number of clients there too. So then also about 10% or just under 10% said 100% remote training is the best there. So yeah, hybrid online and in person was that best workout delivery, or helped, we'll say, our trainers help their clients to the best degree was through that process. It also allows you to train people that travel a lot or are located somewhere else, because you can do a live video chat workout and then we'll say, help take them through a program as well. All right, and finally, what is the best workout recovery tool that our trainers thought of? So when we think of workout recovery tools, these are things that assist with relieving muscle tension, maybe some of the compression type things, massage, things like that. So what was the number one thing that our trainers chose? It was the foam roll. So about 42% of trainers said that the foam roll is the best recovery tool. I love the foam roll. I use it every morning to kind of adjust my back. Also use it to, kind of relieve tight muscles before a workout, after a workout, post the next day after a workout. It feels really good to get some blood flow into those tissues and break up some of the tight adhesions. So the foam roll is definitely an amazing choice as a recovery tool. About 20% or just under 20% chose a massage. So basically paying someone to massage all the tight muscles that you have. Obviously, if I could do that every day, I would. But that's, the foam roll is going to be the simplest and one of the best tools to use. And then also the percussion therapies, like the Theraguns and those types of tools are also chosen at about 11% of people chose those as the best recovery tool. Those kind of use mechanical stimulation to desensitize the area from pain, as well as kind of help to bring a little bit of blood flow there. And it's really more of a nervous system stimulator, or we'll say destimulator. But those are really, really good for athletes and people that really, kind of need a quick mechanical stimulation before a workout, or to help relieve some tension in the muscle. All right, guys. Well, those are all of the questions that were asked. We had a ton of people respond. Once again, about over 400 trainers were able to help us out with this. So big thank you and shout out to all you guys that answered those questions. Really going to help to kind of set the stage for what people and trainers should be using as far as fitness and training and equipment, kind of moving forward. That's what's best now. We'll definitely be following up on this survey every few years to make sure that anything new that personal trainers are using primarily to see if those shift, and then deliver that information so you guys can always stay up to date with the best tools for you. All right, guys. So thanks so much for checking out the Certified Personal Trainer podcast. If you want to go ahead and share this video, like the video, or share the podcast on social media, I'd big time, very, very much appreciate that. And I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.
As always, thanks for listening to the Certified Personal Trainer podcast. You can learn more about fitness mentors at fitnessmentors.com. Be sure to share this podcast on social media. And remember, we are here to help you succeed.